Hi there. This is just a very quick message for Dan PAP and Tina Chave. Firstly, I want to start by say a quick prayer. Yeah, sorry, I was just saying a prayer. um, no, I didn't say thank you to Tina Chave. Um, I've watched back Dan's live stream from a couple of days ago, and I didn't realise that she had responded to me, and I really must message her. So, Dan, uh, there's always someone who comes on and goes off at the start of my live streams because I'm being shadow banned. I'm being watched by government agents, and I'm a technophobe. So, but I just wanted to say, um, I, I slept all day yesterday because I'm awake at night and I'm all over the place. And yeah, I have been suicidal and everything, but it's okay. I don't mind. You said you were going to phone me, but it's okay because I know you're a busy person. But I'm going to message Tina because I think that would really help me because that just covers a chunk of uh, a big, what I'm, you know. Uh, what was I going to say? And yeah, I don't mean this rudely. This is just a really quick message. But looking back at the live stream, Uh, Crinkle. Someone called Henry Crinkle was trying to butter me up and chat me up, but I'm I'm gonna have to be more brutally honest and stop being so nice because his opinions really make my blood boil, namely because of what I've been put through. This making me homeless and the police brutality and everything and being put in police cells when I should have a roof over my head after complaining. I've been self-funding this hotel for 4 months for my safety, and I'm too scared to go back to the room because I've been terrorized for a whole year and had my bedroom window smashed. I've been assaulted, vandalism, public order offences, drugs, even a needle outside. I don't know who put that there. Um, and I'm really worried about the things in my room. This is council shared accommodation. And of course, as you know, the police, in my last live stream, I showed the letter, no court papers. It was 24 hours of torture and kidnap and threat of prison. And I was arrested 3 hours after I phoned 999 and recorded that police protected criminal threatening to beat me senseless in my own shared council home. And yeah, so, and I'm too scared to ring the police, even if my life is in danger. And as you said, Dan, I've been saying it for 2 decades. This is a small country, a tiny, tiny blip of an island, and we should put our own people first because we've got people dying on the street, our own people. I said it to my late mother. My late mother lived and worked at sea in the 50s and 60s, and I wish she'd stayed there because I'm living in this, excuse my French, shithole country. And they've done everything to me. Fraudulent Section 184s. I've complained about very serious things. And yeah, and I was exploited by adult social care when I moved to Eastbourne. So this is one of the most corrupt councils with the most corrupt police forces. And yeah, and you and the Scotsman, I like what you were saying. I'm going to go and hopefully see my Iranian lady friend. She's more of an acquaintance than a friend. She's got a beautiful heart, but she says, tell the council to get a house near me. She has no idea. There's a language barrier. She wants me to help her with her English, but she has no idea what I've been put through. This is the madness. And she's got I've got to be careful what I say. I'm not racist. As you say, it's not about race. It's like I saw the TV program about gypsies. It's about what people are doing. It's not about the Irish. It's about individuals and people who think they can do whatever they like and cause upset to other people. There was someone from the quote unquote traveller community, and there's no race involved in this. She was, because they got a bad reputation in one of these places, and the police couldn't stand her. Nobody could stand her. I was too scared to go. I mean, I'm too scared to go out in public because of some of the people on the streets, and she was one of them. Her sister had had enough of her, apparently, but she'd walk in covered in blood. She'd get hit by a car, come in covered in blood. She was a thief. Her partner threatened this Dave with a hammer. There was on-site staff in this council temporary accommodation, and I had to complain to the professional standards department. People like me are targeted individuals. This is how we get cancer. They want to kill us off with stress and everything. That it's just evil. It is pure evil. I've got to go back to the room that I'm too scared to go back to check my stuff is there. I'm extremely vulnerable. I've got to find a passport. I've got to prove that I was born in this country. I've got to have photo ID, which they've already got because they want to tire me out. I've got to prove that I've got benefits. I've got to prove everything. But if you come over here in a dinghy illegally, the police, right, there were a group of Englishmen in one of these hotels that I paid £20 a night for during the scamdemic, the plandemic, a couple of years ago, because I had to get away from that shithole at Elms Avenue, excuse my French. And there were some people who had come from Kent. There was a man whose mum was terminally ill, and they said the police said to them, quote, I'm saying what they said to me, that the police said to them, if you tell the council you've come over here from Afghanistan with the whole family, they'll put you up. But the hotel was shutting down for the scamdemic. They were charging £20 a night, sort of like this place is becoming a homeless hotel. I'm not going to go into all of it again, but they're supposed to turf people out after midnight, and there are people sleeping on the sofa. They're not allowed to have people sleeping down there, but the management, the hotel, it is really, everything's going downhill fast. And I'm just trying to keep it low key because I feel like I just can't cope. I can't cope. I cannot cope. So it's very desperate that I contact Tina. I don't want to see my birthday next month. I mean it. I really don't. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have these emotional issues with my estranged siblings since my mother died and all that. But, you know, I was supposed to be supported by adult social care, and I was just exploited by corrupt people who were in it for their own pensions. Yeah, that's the world that I've just discovered that I'm living in, you know. But I just wanted to say I totally agree with the Scotsman, and I said exactly what you said, Dan. We need to think of our own people first. Their own government should help them. But as you said, they're not even coming over. If it was elderly people, mothers and children, but there are unfortunately a lot of men coming over here with different you know, there was, I mean, it was bad, wasn't it bad enough that I've got to be careful what I say, but I know someone called Chris who said he's having to live, and this is someone who's public school educated, middle class. He's living in one of these shitholes, and excuse my French, and like me, and he said he had a man, he came out of the shower and the man said, "Do you want to fight?" Well, of course, he didn't talk like that. He came from a culture where I can't name a race of people or anything, but there are races where there are a certain race of people coming over here, and they've got like the pizza delivery man who murdered the woman in London. They see us Western women as sort of, well, you know how it is. And I'm going to see my Iranian acquaintance friend today, but I'm too scared to ever tell her because I don't want to offend her. The first time I ever heard about Iran was the film Not Without My Daughter with Sally Field, which my mother had. And she's trying to escape back to America, and she could be beheaded for trying to escape with her little girl back to America from her violent, abusive husband. How could I ever tell my lovely lady Iranian friend that? She's more of an acquaintance than a friend. There is a culture difference. She's got a beautiful heart, but she just, as I said, she thinks I should just get a council, go to the council and ask for a house. Why? When they've discharged duty to me for complaining about bed bugs on me, crawling on me, antisocial behaviour, and I get arrested and I get all the police corruption. I ring the police to say I do what the police tell me to do, and I record criminals in my own council accommodation attacking me, which is what the police told me to do. And I'm threatened by people on here that I trusted in the truthers community. I was told to purchase that dictaphone, and I recorded the neighbours. But anyway, I know you might have heard me say all of this before, but I just wanted to say thank you very much. I know maybe I didn't receive an email from you. Maybe you thought you did, but I never received an email, but I'm definitely going to message Tina. So thank you very much. And I do think, without buttering you up, I think it's wonderful what you do for people. You know, there's not enough. You're a gem, you know. So I just wanted to say thank you. Okay.